Welcome back to hazzbroshide, and tonight on the St. Patrick's Day Challenge, we're going to shoot a new pistol. This is the Diana Chaser. It's a relatively inexpensive gun, but I think I've found it to be, I just got it, but I think I found it to be very high quality and very, very accurate. Now it's CO2 powered, so you put a cartridge in, a cartridge in here. There's a compartment down here for a spare one if you want to keep a spare one with you, but one up here, and then it's a single shot bolt action pistol. So you pull the bolt back, right, and that actually cocks it too, and then you drop your pellet down in there and close it back up, and then you'll be ready to go. Now tonight we're going to shoot Gammo, well, that'll focus here, Gammo rockets, and just because I could find these reasonably locally, sorry about that, but nonetheless we're going to shoot them and see how we do. Now they're 14.5 grain 22 caliber pellets, so let's see how we do with this new gun on our St. Patrick's Day challenge. You can see it there. You just drop it down. It's got a nice little tray. This is easier to load than the Crosman 1377 I shot, and you just load it in there, close up your bolt, and then you're ready to go. So let's see how we do. We'll start with that center leprechaun and the big target. Now the one thing, let me shoot this and I'll show you something else here, sorry. Really, really good trigger. But the one thing about this is that when you cock this back, right, it is armed and it is ready to go. It's a little bit nose heavy. I mean, it's not too bad because they put this big grip back here and that helps you quite a bit. Just a little bit nose heavy. But the other thing is it's black on black sights. And so I'll have to get some white out. I don't know if you guys have known that trick. It's an old trick from muzzleloader days to give you a white dot or knockdown glare on a silver front sight, to put a little bit of white out there, and that will help because you can see, and you can see it there, black on a dark target is difficult, so I have to kind of pick a reference and move over to hit it. So anyway, we got one shot on target there. Let's keep going and see how we do with this new pistol. I can't complain about the trigger. Well, at least I can't yet, but it's really nice. In fact, it'll go off a little earlier than I anticipate based on shooting the other pistols. All right, so that's 2. Three. I gotta slow myself down. This is where I usually screw up, is on the first one. 4. We'll go down and take a look, being this is a brand new gun, and see how we're doing on the first target. All right, stand by. All right, that's pretty good. They're all in the first target. I dropped one low, but it's in there. And the rest are grouped there pretty good together, maybe slightly left. I don't know if that's the pistol, if that's me at this point, so we're just going to keep shooting and see how we do. So now we go to the upper left-hand leprechaun target. Pretty loud because these are going pretty fast. I haven't chronographed this yet, but I will. Ooh, I may have let that one sneak out low and left. Totally me. And I dropped another one low. It's not a good showing for me. I don't know how many shots I just put a first cylinder in this thing. I've not gone through one cylinder yet. So it could be I'm running a little low on air pressure. I don't know. We'll shoot a couple more. If it continues low, then we'll change that. All right, one more and we'll go down and check that one too. Sorry, but with a new gun, I want to do a few checks and see where I'm at. All right, stand by. All right, decided to go ahead and make a slight sight adjustment to move that to the right. Still not sure on elevation, so we'll keep going. Let's try that upper right-hand target now. Hope I haven't gone too far. Made a one click adjustment, or one mark adjustment, I guess you should say. In fact, not even quite one mark, one full mark on the rear sight. Okay, that's sounding like I'm running a little low on air pressure, so stand by. Let's change this thing out. All right, sorry about that delay, but I had a little trouble changing the air cylinder out. It tended to run a leak, and you got to tighten it down pretty fast. I'm probably not doing something quite right, but anyway, so we have 2 on the upper right-hand target. Let's continue. Hopefully they won't go too high here. All right, one more on that one. All right, making one little hole down there, it looks like. So that should be 5 on that one. Now we'll go down to the bottom left-hand corner. Ah, dropped one low. I got in a rush and I knew it. Still couldn't stop myself. I think that one's in, but I hit the bottom edge of it. I need to come up a little bit. Better. It's 3. Definitely gonna have to put some white out on that front sight. Four, I believe. And 5. Sure am still wobbly. Still sick. Whew, need to go over this. Bottom right hand target. That one's gonna be off. Whoa! High and left. I'm just falling apart. It's 2. 3. I may have nicked that one. Oops, that one smashed right out of the box. Thanks, Camo. Four. Five, and I put another one out. Well, that was just ugly, and it's not this gun. It's totally me tonight. Good nights and bad nights. So I really desperately need some bonus. So let's see how we do on the center leprechaun's hat. We're trying to hit that buckle, if you remember. All right, let's go take a look. All right, welcome back in from the range, and I'm going to share with you the results of shooting our 22 caliber Diana Chaser. Now, again, if you didn't see it before, we're shooting Gamma rockets, and so you know, it seems to be decent enough accuracy, but is it worth the price you pay for 100 pellets? Yeah, I'm not thinking so, because I shot some Crossmen that seem to shoot just as well. I know there are better pellets out there. It's just what I could pick up locally at the time, so that's fine. We'll do that. But Diana Chaser, quick review on it. Very, very happy. Sorry about the messy bench, by the way. I still have this 155 waiting on some parts that keep getting delayed. Hopefully they're going to be here in a day, and then I'll get the 155 back together, and we're going to shoot it in this challenge too. It's kind of a cool old daisy. But anyway, we'll check it out when we get done. But in the meantime, the Diana Chaser, pretty cool. So you load the CO2 cylinder in here. I had trouble with it piercing and not be able to tighten it fast enough, and it just blew all the gas out of 2 different cylinders out of here. So I backed this little piercing needle out back here a good bit, tighten this up really quick, and then tighten that in again, and I lost a lot less gas, but I still lost more than I would have expected. So I got to figure out I'm doing something wrong there. If you know, put something in the comments for me. I'd appreciate it. But anyway, pretty happy so far. I did make one side adjustment here. I had to loosen this screw, turn this one in, and drift this sight just a little bit that way, and it seemed to correct me. I did that 2/3 the way through the target, but I shot back over to the right a little bit that way. Probably still need to work on elevation, but again, until I settle too much on one pellet, then I may not work on that elevation too much, but we'll see. But anyway, nonetheless, pretty cool gun, CO2 powered. Again, you it's a single shot bolt action. And so you cock that back, that actually arms the system. You have a safety down here you can engage, and then you drop the pellet in here and you close it. Now this is pointed in a safe direction, but I'm going to do it down off screen, but then it's ready to go at this point if you disengage it safety, and then you can get rid of the air that way. So pretty cool, and it's really, really well made. Now this is polymer here, but it seems to be a glass filled material that's pretty tough. I'm sure to be quite durable. Everything else is steel and aluminum. Now the sight actually here is plastic. I think most of it is anyway, but seems to be just fine for a very reasonably priced, accurate target pistol. And you could take this hunting, I'm sure too, and that's probably the intent, because in the grip you can put another gas cylinder in there for a spare to carry with you. So I mean, how do we do in this target? Let's take a look, because I thought the rails were coming off. And then lo and behold, made a comeback. So I got all 5 in here thinking, okay, that's not too bad. Came up in here, dropped one. And this was probably where that cylinder was starting to come down a little bit low. This one clips just enough to catch his hand. We're going to count this edge of the hand and the target together on these targets here. And so I got those 3, but this was clearly out. That one's clearly out. Took his knee out. So I came over here, and I was continuing to shoot low from my aim point. I brought it up here and compensated, but still shot low. Excuse me. And so at this point I decided, okay, it's probably time to change the cylinder out, because I kept shooting low here too. So I changed the cylinder out and brought it up to there. So now I had to compensate the other way. And so at a full cylinder, the point of impact is definitely changing. And it's kind of the nature of a gas CO2 gun that's not regulated. So that's fine. It does shoot incredibly accurately when you get it done that way. So anyway, I did all that, lost a lot of points here, but then I came back and I shot my challenge point. And lo and behold, I hit this buckle again. I can't believe how lucky I'm getting on this target, hitting that buckle. So I hit it and I got my 15 points back. So that brought me back up to 30. Not too bad for the pellet pistol category. And so I'll put this up there. And it's just a lot of fun. I really am liking this pistol. Just, you know, it's new to me, but yeah, it's a pretty good deal. So if you're looking for something very reasonable with a good trigger and good accuracy, check out the Diana Chaser. I have no affiliation. I'm just telling you what I see so far in shooting this. So I hope you like this. If you do, get out and shoot this contest. You can get you can see the leaderboard and download the targets at hazzbroshide.com. And again, I'd like you to shoot a video and send it, post it up on YouTube. But if you can't, just send me a picture of your target to hazzbro1964@gmail.com. And I'll post the picture, a link to the picture, and then I will post your score on the leaderboard. And then you'll be entered in the drawing we're going to have on after, I should say, March 17th. So I hope you like this. Again, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And if you haven't given me a like by now, I'd appreciate that too. And we'll catch you later.